When you think of death, what is the first emotion that pops up in your head? Fear, sadness, anger? Not knowing what happens after death, along with the pain of losing someone close to you, it strikes discomfort. After someone dies, what is to happen next? Their life and their soul leave their body, and all you have left is a corpse waiting to decompose. The next step is the burial process. When Indians would go and kill a buffalo, they wouldn't just take the meat or take the skin and let the rest of it waste. So why should we waste the rest of the body? This quote by Trish Torrey says that your body is a gift and you should leave it to others when you die. There is a historical need for bodies for scientific research, and it may be hard to believe donations for science has been around for thousands of years. Since people study human anatomy and the way it works, the medical field has improved tremendously. And as you can see here in this chart, it goes from the 1900s to 2010, and the life expectancies of individuals increased dramatically. Without the donations of human bodies for the medical purpose, the medicine field would not be the same as it is today. And most of you in here have experienced death, and if you have not, then you will experience it sometime in your life, whether it be a relative or yourself in the future. Today I will share with you the historical need for human body donations, why you should donate your body, and the benefits of it. Let's begin with the historical need for body donations for scientific research. Human cadaver dissection has been and still is the core teaching tool used in anatomy today. It started in ancient Greece and it moved to Italy, Spain, Netherlands, and other European countries. The trend quickly increased and spread across the world in a timely manner. Bodies have come from many different places throughout time. According to Andrews Winckelmann, the author of On the Way to Body Donations, the bodies donated originally came from executed criminals in the 3rd century BC. Later, the bodies rate was increased and they came from the local gallows along with unclaimed bodies basically just laying around. Families could often be swayed with the prospect of having a free funeral, so they were more than willing to give them up on occasion. For some people, it is against their culture to cut up one of their own, so instead they would use the prisoners of war that they have captured and use them when they die. It wasn't until the 1960s and the 1970s that organ donation programs had originated. Now that I have given you all an overview on what the history, let's jump into why you should donate and what it takes. I'm guessing in here no one is quite a genius on body donation. So a question that might pop up is, how do you go by it? The first step is very, very simple. It's about as simple as becoming an organ donor. And with an organ donation, all you have to do is say yes on your driver's license. And it's the same with body donation. You have to agree to do it with yourself. The next steps are not quite as easy, which is all the registration process. Even though you're donating and you're doing a good thing and providing your body for other people, you have to make sure you have a safe background. And that doesn't mean that you can't have cancer or you can't die young. All it means is that you have to fill out paperwork with your medical history and your family's medical history, so they make sure you don't have AIDS, HIV, or any other diseases in that nature. According to Trish Torrey, the author of Donate Your Organs or Your Body to Science, all you have to do is contact an academic medical college or one of the nationwide programs that accept bodies. Now, if you contact a college, your body is going to be used in one of basically 3 ways. It's going to be used as a cadaver for anatomy students. it can also be used for a learning block and for surgical practice for med students. Now, if you were to contact a nationwide program, it can be used for those three same things, or it can be used for research, which your research will go towards diseases, illnesses, and anything else like that. Or you can become a plastimated specimen, which are these. And yes, they are real, and it's just, with plastimated specimens, they basically inject plastic into your body to preserve it so you don't have all the chemicals of a cadaver, that a cadaver would. And here it shows the body with just the veins and arteries. When you donate your body to a college, and it is used as a cadaver, surgical practice, or for learning, it's used up for 6 months. And then after that 6 months, or after they are done using it, they cremate it and return it back to the family. The funeral process is covered for because you've donated your body to science. And the funeral can either happen before you donate it or afterwards, and when you get it back. Now this quote here, it says, when you're dealing with death, you're dealing with emotions. And when you can turn negative emotions into something positive, a lot of people appreciate that. So every person has a reason to appreciate those who have donated their bodies to science in the past. As I stated earlier, the research and progress conducted helps prevent infections, diseases, and other illnesses, along with creating vaccines. All the research that gets conducted is done by researchers, lab workers, doctors, or med students. And these med students get to use this opportunity as a practice because they're still students, they're not out in the real world, and one of them is they could practice using a machine to help with your hip transplant, or they can help do another transplant of some kind before they have to do it in real life. The field of human medicine continues to improve with the more research that is conducted. What gets done in this current stage gets passed down to this generation and those ones to come in the future. Many of you have heard of search and rescue dogs. And these dogs are meant to find individuals who are missing. They could be stolen, they could have been in a natural disaster, which means that they could either be out in the open, they could be hidden, and they are to find them whether they are in distress or not. So what happens when it is too late? They've been gone for too long and they're basically pronounced dead. Well, your answer are cadaver dogs. These dogs are specially trained to find dead bodies. And just like drug dogs are trained on drugs, cadaver dogs are trained on cadavers. And the most important thing that these dogs do is that they get to bring closure to the families that have been affected. As a result of the different benefits of donating, people can appreciate and have a better understanding as to why it's important. Today I have provided you with the information about the history of the body donations, the purpose of donating your body, the benefit of donating. Should you ever be in a position that you can have an option whether to donate someone's body, take into consideration the main reasons as why you would donate and the benefits along with it for you and everyone else. As I stated in my introduction, death can be a hard subject, but by taking something negative and turning it positive, it will make a difference in another person's life along with making them happy. Thank you.